PDHPE, You and the Profession by Shari Jackson, EMR206. From memory, I was always an active child. As one of 8 children, and being the only girl at that, my brothers and I were constantly outside wrestling, playing football, and jumping on the trampoline. As a child, I participated in various structured sports such as swimming, dancing, hockey, AFL, indoor soccer, netball, karate, kickboxing, and yes, even grappling. Along with these activities, I would spend time outside, as I stated, playing with siblings and friends, riding bikes and scooters, inventing games, building cubby houses, fishing, and participating in other physical activities. The reason behind my various sport changes is due to a lack of self-confidence. I believed I had not yet found the one sport I excelled at. I remember feeling like the slowest, most unfit, and most uncoordinated of my friends, and this greatly influenced my participation in school PE and in team environments. I was the girl who would sit down in the middle of the field and pick grass while she watched the ball roll past. I grew to despise PDHPE. Even though I loved physical activities, I hated how it made me feel inadequate amongst my peers. This feeling followed me right through school, and it manifested into a hatred of all activities sports related. Once I was older, I realized it was the competitive nature of some sports I did not enjoy, and I was able to choose sports that were non-competitive for my enjoyment. It was then that I began kickboxing and grappling, and began enjoying physical activity once again. Looking back, I am able to see that the key to me enjoying physical activity was to find something I enjoyed and something that I felt comfortable in doing. During my younger years, when it was time to participate in physical activity, I wasn't lazy and unmotivated like I had thought. In fact, I was very self-conscious and had little confidence in my abilities. This eventuated into a vicious cycle where me not participating resulted in me not being invited to participate, which made me want to participate even less. Now, at 21 years of age, I am a very active person and have a passion for health and well-being. I attend the gym most days and run almost every morning. For me personally, I view physical activity as the opportunity to enjoy yourself and improve your health and well-being. I would never try to insinuate competitive sports are a negative thing. I am merely stating it was not for me. I strongly believe it is vital children find the activities they like and are given ample opportunity to participate in it, whether it is competitive, non-competitive, team, individual, or otherwise. There is a common stereotype of PDHPE teachers or gym teachers being scary, mean, and belittling bullies, like we can see here in Coach Sue on Glee or the movie Mr. Woodcock. However, I firmly believe a PDHPE teacher should have the complete opposite attributes. They should be warm, caring, and encouraging with the enthusiasm to inspire their children to participate and get them excited to be involved. When envisioning a teacher in my mind, there is definitely no set gender. Both male and females are equally equipped and able to teach PE, with neither having any extra advantages over the other. It is important to be practical when teaching PE, as you may be required to participate or to demonstrate. Actually, in fact, I would probably prefer my PDHPE teachers to be participating and to be demonstrating most of the time. This being said, the educators should be dressed in sports clothing which is weather and activity appropriate with enclosed shoes. I believe a main role of all educators is to lead by example. This is why I find it vital that the educator also has hat and sunscreen on. The teacher must also carry on themselves and water, as to show the children the importance of drinking. I believe there is no certain body type that needs to be adhered to for a PE teacher, as PDHPE is not about being the fittest or the most athletic, it is about treating your body right and enjoying physical activity. This being said, I believe it is important the educator is modelling healthy living in front of the children. I believe an educator of PDHPE not only has to have an extensive knowledge of the PDHPE syllabus, but also has to meet the needs of all their students. As stated in the New South Wales PDHPE syllabus module, it is important for teachers to think about the similarities and differences of the students in the classes. Attention to the of all teaching and learning experiences. I believe this extends to, but is not limited to, the skills and abilities of their students and their interests, as well as adhere to any disabilities or special needs that may be apparent. These teachers must know a range of activities to promote and encourage an active lifestyle, along with the modification and allowances necessary for these factors, such as weather, space, or resources. This then has the added benefit of showing children there is no reason for anyone not to participate in physical activity. As stated by the Board of Studies in the PDHPE syllabus, personal development, health and physical education makes a unique contribution to the total school curriculum in that it is directly concerned with supporting the development of the student as a whole person. PDHPE is an important key learning area within the primary curriculum as it promotes physical activity to encourage physical, social and emotional growth of all students, supports the acquisition of essential movement skills, and nurtures positive attitudes towards lifelong healthy and active lifestyles. To me, this statement summarizes my belief in why PDHPE is important in schools. I believe there are so many benefits of having PDHPE in schools, and it should be treated with high importance and given ample time in the school curriculum. One benefit of having PDHPE in the classroom is obviously creating awareness of health issues such as obesity, and as well as advising general health and well-being. An investigation of the effects of daily physical activity on the health of primary school students in South Australia found that students who participated in an hour and a quarter of endurance fitness program had significant decreases in body fat compared to the other groups that did no physical activity. Another benefit of having PDHPE in schools is that due to its large reach, the message of healthy living and well-being is broadcasted across a huge network. Given that PDHPE is mandatory in New South Wales up until the age of 15, it has the ability to instill in students of varying ages and abilities the key to living a healthy life. Another important reason for the implementation of PDHPE in a school setting is the infrastructure and resources available to the students. This refers to both the quality of teachers as well as the resources, such as tennis rackets, footballs, etc., that may not be available to the students otherwise. Drawing on my own experiences as a student, I hope to be the teacher I envisioned in my image of a PDHPE teacher. I hope to be a beacon of knowledge for my students. I aim to be a teacher that can inspire their students and aim to find out what drives the students and use this drive to extract the most for them. As I do place such a high importance on health and physical well-being, I hope to impart some of this knowledge onto my students and help them find a way to enjoy a healthy life as I have done. One difficulty I may find to adhere to in my image of a PE teacher is the appropriate clothing. As a primary school teacher, I am not solely teaching PDHPE. I also have to be a science, English, and other teachers, as well as be in a position to communicate with other teachers, parents, members of the community, and those in higher authority. This being said, there will be times in my career where tracksuit pants or joggers may not be appropriate. While this may be an obstacle, it is easily overcome. I would endeavour to keep spare clothes available with appropriate shoes readily available. Other than this one issue, I hope in every other way I am the PDHPE teacher I envision. While PDHPE may not always be given the highest priority in some classrooms and can be neglected due to pressure for high levels of achievement in maths or English subjects, I appreciate the importance of instilling in children the skills they need to live actively and healthily, as well as helping them to develop in a safe and supportive environment. Thank you.